Gamers, it's been a great couple of weeks for variety. Playing Demon Bluff today. What is Demon Bluff? Demon Bluff is a single-player social deduction game. You get dealt an array of individuals. You have to figure out who's a criminal, who's evil, who's a minion, who's a normal guy. The minions are easy because they usually go, hello. You get the idea. You'll pick it up pretty fast. You'll probably pick it up faster than I have, if I'm being honest. Okay, so right off the bat, here's our deck. Let me give you a quick little breakdown. Some characters have abilities. The fortune teller, for example, is the only character that really has an activated ability in our deck right now. You can pick two characters and learn if any of them is evil. I.e., if you pick two characters and there's at least one evil among them, she will say true. If they're both innocent, she will say false. But the trick is, she might also be a minion. And if she's an evil minion, then she could lie. So you might be like, oh, I'm taking her at face value. And then all of a sudden, you lose because she was not telling the truth because she was evil to begin with. Hunter shows you how far away the closest evil is if they're telling the truth. Baker, on reveal, a random unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. Learn which villager I was. First time seeing you. Learn how many evils you're adjacent to. Lose if you execute me. I register as evil to other characters. Everyone will think they're bad, but actually they're just dressing kind of funky. A villager becomes an outcast. I sit next to an outcast. And villagers adjacent to me are corrupted, which means they're not evil, but they lie. And their abilities won't work. Okay, so yeah, that might be a little confusing. You'll figure it out, watch. Step 1, we have a fortune teller. Step 2, a bombardier. Step 3, a hunter who says he's 2 cards away from the closest evil, which would make it either you or you if we thought that they were telling the truth, which we don't know. 2 fortune tellers, there can't be multiples, so one of you is sus. I was a hunter. On reveal, an unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. 1 evil adjacent to me, and an outcast, a wretch. I register as a random evil. Okay, so here's what I can tell you right now. As of right now, I believe you are telling the truth because you have what you think is an evil next to you. Because the wretch is seen as evil to other individuals, even though they're not necessarily evil. Now, I'll tell you one thing. I think I'm a genius. I think that the fortune teller is evil, and the reason that I think they're evil, this one, is because they turn in our deck here, the counselor turns a villager into an outcast, and they sit next to an outcast. Surprise, surprise. Outcast, outcast. You must be evil. Goodbye. I have executed you and destroyed you. Who else is here? Puka. Villagers adjacent to me are corrupted. So we have to figure out who's Puka. Who's Puka? Villagers next to me are corrupted. So that would mean 2 individuals are lying. Now, can I tell you something? Or they're lying or their ability won't work. You are innocent because you are telling the truth. You were 2 cards away from evil, so I'm going to mark you green. You were not 100% sure you're good because you could be lying. There is an evil next to you, which is actually a good, and it's a little confusing. But there could also be 2 evils next to you. Now my thinking here, let's figure out if you're good or if you're bad. Pick 2 characters, learn if any of them are evil. If I think you're innocent, but if I do this, and I pick these 2, which we know should both register as evil. If I do this and you say false, you're evil. Cinema. Absolute cinema. You're dead. You're obviously dead because you were lying. You were lying. You were lying, Puka. You were lying. Okay, we move on. New characters unlocked. So the game keeps getting more complex. They keep adding more characters. This is a playtest on Steam right now, by the way. You can check it out for yourself. I've probably played about an hour, but I haven't made a lot of progress because I'm not very good at these. As you know, if you see me play Clues by Sam. There are 2 villager roles in the current village. 2 same villager roles, so I can no longer rely on duplicates always being, one of them being evil. Learn up to 3 characters Among them are one villager, one outcast, and one evil if possible. Interesting. Gemcrafter says one is good. Scout says Counselor is 4 cards away from closest evil. We have a Plague Doctor. We have a Medium who says 7 is a real Scout. We have 2 Scouts, which may not... Whoa, okay. These can't both be right. You can't both be 2 cards away from closest evil, so we'll figure it out. We have a Bard who says they're 1 card away from a Corrupted. We have a Gemcrafter who says number 7 is good. And we have a Medium who says number 3 is a real Medium. Okay, this is mighty confusing. And there's 2 evils here. And we only have 1 activated ability. So I mean, this is basically algebra, but I'm going to try to do it in my head. 7 is a real Scout. Let's start. If 7 is good, can 7 be good? Yes. 2 people are saying 7 is good. And 7 is saying the Counselor is 2 cards away from the closest evil. The Counselor... Well, hang on. I forgot there's a Counselor. If there's a Counselor, the Counselor must be here or here. It's that simple. Because the Counselor sits next to an outcast. Okay, that's huge. So one of you will be evil. That's good to know. If... I can't say that. I can't say it. There's a lot of stuff going on in my head right now. You're saying number 1 is good. Nobody's saying number 3 is good. I'm going to take a stab at this and ice you. Okay. I don't think that we did the necessary precautions for that, but it worked out. So now we know that the other evil is Shaman. 2 of the same villager roles in the same village. So actually, it's possible. Counselor... You're saying you're 1 away from Corrupted, but 2 people are saying 7 is good. But you lied. You're a liar, which means 7 must not be a real Scout, bro. I almost overthought it. Okay, huge. Huge. Game start. New characters unlocked. A random adjacent villager becomes a puppet. It's evil, but cannot lie. So if it would be bad... but telling the truth. So we would have to pick one that's adjacent. We'd get the Puppeteer first, and then get the one adjacent. A judge. A jester. A jester. Who else is in the deck right now? We got a Puka and a Puppeteer. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. 3 jesters, a druid, a bombardier. Enlightened says that the closest evils are equidistant, i.e. here, here, or here, here. Or here, here, and here, which would be crazy. And an alchemist who cures corruption. Corruption, remember, is innocent but lies. Versus puppeted, which is not even... which is in the deck, obviously. But is evil but can't lie. Okay. Okay. So. You're saying you cured a corruption. It's possible you're corrupted. Puppeteer. Let me look at this again. Random adjacent villager becomes a puppet. Puka, villagers adjacent to me are corrupted. If you're telling the truth, I think you are Puka. I'm going to test this by attacking you. Okay, wrong. So one of you is evil, but can't lie. So here's what we're gonna do. Evil but can't lie. Evil but can't lie. You think you really cured a corruption? If so, learn a random outcast among them? I don't think we would have an outcast, right? Do we even have... It's just Bombardier. I think you're basically useless here unless I'm crazy. Unless I could just click on you. Among 712, there is Bombardier. Yeah, I know, man. I know. You cured a corruption. You could also be evil, don't get me wrong. You could be lying. But if you cured a corruption... Well, okay, it's complicated. One of you two is evil. We have limited tools to get there. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's start by the idea that you're evil. Pick 3 characters. Learn how many of them are evil. We know there's going to be... Well, let's just see. 1, 2, 3. We'd expect this to be 2, but it could even be 3. There's 3 evils, and then we have this jester ask the same thing. There's 1 evil. You're evil, because there has to be at least 2, because of the puppeteer. You're done? Now you are lying. Because who do you villagers adjacent to me are corrupted. So you can't be trusted. You have to lie because you're corrupted. This is what's messing me up. So you told the truth. That means you're evil, bro. It was all 3 of them. It was all 3 of them because you became evil from the puppeteer, but you have to tell the truth. Holy cow. Dreamer. Pick a character, learn an evil role. If evil picked, learn correct info. We got a plague doctor. We got a scout who says the shaman's 2 cards away from closest evil. We got a hunter who says they're 3 cards away from closest evil. We got a bard who says they're 3 cards away from corrupted. We got an empress who says 4, 6, or 7 are evil. We got another scout who says the poisoner is 1 card from closest evil. We got a fortune teller, and we got another bard. And we got 2 evils. The evils are poisoner, 1 adjacent villager is corrupted, and we got a shaman, 2 of the same villager role. Okay. So it's not necessarily guaranteed that one of you is evil. So what we would like to do is find out who's corrupted. It's also not the case necessarily. 1 of the 4 of you, at a minimum, is evil, though. Sorry, I think I'm tanking the frame rate here. You, or you have to have at least 1 evil among you. Because the shaman duplicates 1 role, not 2. 4, 6, or 7 is evil. 4, 6, or 7. You're saying you're 3 away from corrupted. You're saying you're 3 away from corrupted. The poisoner corrupts only 1 character. You can't both be right. So one of you is lying. Because there's only 1 corrupted character. Now you're saying you're 3 away from evil. And they're saying the shaman is 2 away from evil. And you're saying the poisoner is 1 away from evil. I think you're evil or corrupted. Because you're not telling the truth. Let's see. Not corrupted. Ergo, you must be killed. Chad, do you remember why I came up with that logic? Now I'm in a rough spot. So the way it works, if you make a wrong decision, you lose 5 health. And if you go to 0, you lose a heart. If you lose all your hearts, your run is over. But the borderline, like the watershed between a run and just playing the game because the loop is fun, is still a little fuzzy in this version, I think. But I know after we beat Ascension 3, we get access to like the endless mode, I think, which is a little bit more free-flowing, I guess. Poisoner is 1... I believe we can solve this. Poisoner is 1 card away from evil. I'm 3 cards away from corrupted. Well, you must have been telling the truth. So, one of you two is corrupted. Which means they're lying, but they're not bad. If Poisoner is 1 card away from closest evil, if you're corrupted, that would mean... Okay, I have a play. Fortune teller on this bard and this scout. If we get a true, we kill the scout. If we get a false, we kill this scout. We get a true. You're done, bud. Okay. Which means you were corrupted. You're innocent. You're lying, but you're lying because you were corrupted by the poisoner. Which means you can't be trusted. 1 is evil. 4, 6, or 7. If we believe you, it's you, or you. But you just told the truth, so you're in the clear. Poisoner is 1 card away from closest evil. Now you were lying. I'm 3 cards away from corrupted character. No, you're not. You're right next to corrupted character. Oh, unless it's you. And if it's you that's corrupted, then you're telling the truth. And 1, 2, 3, it's you. Oh! Witness. Learn a character that was affected by an evil ability. Okay, this is crazy, man. Village 5 of 7. We might be able to make this happen. I'm training to become the next Columbo. I am the original baker. 1 random unrevealed villager becomes a baker. Learn which villager I was. It feels like getting a baker early is crazy. Between 3, 6, and 4, there's a villager, an outcast, and a minion. You're 3, just so you know. So one of you... Oh, that's crazy. We got minion who lies in disguises. We got a villager becomes an outcast, and I sit next to an outcast. And then we got villagers adjacent to me are corrupted. I was a bishop. I can't do that. That's crazy. Empress, 4, 6, or 3 is evil. It's true. One of them must be true because you guys confirm each other. Right side is more evil. Between 4, 8, and 1, there's a villager, a minion, and an outcast. Right side is more evil. I register as evil and a plague doctor. Okay. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. What would Columbo do? What would Columbo do? Columbo would assume that you're the counselor, and then the plague doctor is going to check and see if they're corrupted. Number 7, not corrupted. That seems to indicate you're not a counselor. But you could be a minion. I'm basically trying to find a reason to kill you. 2 architects are saying the right side is more evil, which to me means the right side is more evil here. So I confirm them as unsussing themselves. I'm gonna kill 6. Oh no. I'm gonna kill 4. Guys, they went buck wild on me. Oh, they were lying to cover each other, bro. Okay, try again. We can do this. We can do this. Minion Witch, which allows us to not reveal the last card. Doppelganger disguises as a good villager currently in play. 1 fake outcast is added to the deck view. Alright, Dreamer. Learn an evil role. If evil picked, learn correct info. There's 3 evils. 9 is a real enlightened. Closest evils are equidistant. I am dizzy. Confessors say they're dizzy if they're evil or corrupted. None of you corrupt, ergo you must actually be evil. That was really lucky, because now by killing her, we can also unveil all the cards. Now, if you're telling the truth, you guys are sussed. Slayers will execute if they've selected an evil. If you've selected an evil. I'm dizzy. Not both of yous. Learn a random outcast. Who's the... So I think doppelganger... Well, let's see, man. Let's see. Do we have a doppelganger? Learn a random outcast among them, if any. There are no outcasts. So one of you is a minion because we just got the doppelganger outed. So could be Ba or it could be minion. Which one's which? I mean, it's kind of like we can just learn an evil role if evil picked. Learn correct info. I'm going to ask you. Number 8 could be minion. Could be was doing a lot of heavy lifting there. So this checks out because the closest evils to you are equidistant because outcasts appear as evil to you. Now the third one is very interesting. You told the truth. You seem to be telling the truth. It just seems like you're evil, man. Let's use a Slayer for that one. We're good. We're goated now, man. Poet. Learn random info. All right, village 6 of 7. 3 evils out of 9. I'm 2 cards away from closest evil. Closest evil is counterclockwise. So this, you could be evil. Number 7 was affected by an evil ability. 1, 4, or 7 is evil. Closest evil is equidistant. Can these work, man? Sure they can work together. Closest evil is counterclockwise. That one's tougher. Okay, that's crazy. Oh, this is insane, okay? Let's see who our bad guys are first. Puppeteer, random adjacent villager becomes evil but tells the truth, and 1 fake outcast is added. Now the drunk just does anything. He's corrupted and lies, he can't be cured. Okay, number 7. He's saying number 7 was affected by an evil ability. Here's my thinking, though. 1, 4, 7. Left side is more evil, checks out. If you, and you are evil, everything checks out. Assuming you're good, which we cannot do, you check out if you're real. I think it's you. I mean, we don't have any abilities to burn anyway. Cheap shot. Okay. So you turned another villager evil, but they tell the truth. So that could be you. And the reason I think it's you is because I think you're telling the truth. Left side is more evil. Oh. Now, it might not work in court to just say, I've got a feeling, but it's working in this game right now. And then we have one more evil, and the evil is just, it's Ba. We just need to find them. So we know, as of right now, you've told the truth. You've told the truth because you pass as evil. The closest evil cannot be counterclockwise, bro. It can't be. At best, they could be equidistant. Any last words? They were the drunk! They were just a drunk! I thought for sure I had it. So the drunk lies. What is your thing again? They're corrupted and they lie. Oh, you disguised as a random not in play villager. So I could have just looked and been like, what the heck are you doing here? You must be the drunk. Number 7 was affected by an evil. True. You're still 2 cards from closest evil. The left side will be more evil. The closest evils being equidistant. It must be you. The closest evils must be equidistant. But, oh, maybe 2 are evil between 1, 4, and 7. Ah, not 1, 2. Ah! One of you 4. I'm taking everybody off green. You're all going on yellow, okay? The left side must be more evil. Because you can't make 1 greater than 2. So you're good. You are 2 cards away from closest evil. Number 7 was affected by an evil. But the closest evil was not equidistant, bro. It wasn't equidistant at all. Okay. Okay, all we needed to do is kill 2 innocents there. At night, kill a random unrevealed character. Deal 2 damage to you. Day-night cycle? Oh, no. Pick 3 characters. Learn how many are evil. Closest evil is equidistant. Number 7 or 8 is a poisoner. Somebody just went down, bro. Kills a random unrevealed character. Not necessarily a random unrevealed villager, though. 7 or 8 is a poisoner. What does poisoner do again? Adjacent villager corrupted. Come on, man. Closest evil is counterclockwise. 9 or 7 is a poisoner. My thinking, 7's a poisoner. You've been corrupted. There's not 2 pairs of evil. Wait, 7. Oh, no. Dude, I've lost. Confessor, I am good. Okay, in that case... Wait a second. In that case, you're both lying. 7 or 8 is a poisoner? 9 or 7 is a poisoner? You're both lying to me. You're both lying to me. No, one of you could be telling the truth. Let's see what we got. Oh, 3 or 9 is a poisoner. Okay, let's say 9 was a poisoner. And you were corrupted. Can't do it. That would mean 1 evil is dead, I think. I am good. Let's see how many evils we got between... We know you're good. We know you're good. No. We know you're good. We trust that you're good. And... you. There are 3 evils. That seems unlikely. Okay, I got lost in the sauce on that one, okay? There's 2 villagers. We got a Lilith, we got a witch. Okay, this seems a little easier. 2 evils. Left side is more evil. Number 7 is good. Lilith is 1 card away from closest evil. Lilith is 2 cards away from closest evil. Okay, obviously they can't both be right. You're probably evil. I gotta stop saying probably, man. Okay. Number 7. You're a liar, Gemcrafter. You lied to me. Wait, did we just unlock Ascension level increase? I think that means we can play endless now. Let's call this one here. Let me just go to the main menu really quick, because this seems like a good stopping point for now. We can now do endless, increased difficulty, every village is randomized. Now, we should probably, like, I'm not doing this because I think, like, oh, we've mastered the standard difficulty, but it just seems a little bit more chopped and screwed, more interesting. If you're enjoying Demon Bluff, wishlisted on Steam. It's supposed to come out, I think, later this year. The playtest is opt-in right now, so if you opt in, you'll gain access. Having a great time. Very interesting concept for a game. Trains your brain a little bit. For now, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. Helps us a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time. Later!